here's a way down immediately, so I'm happy about that. Let's assume that that is still progress. Just because I can, I'll go ahead and grab some more treasures. Great regen potion, great renewing potion. Those are actually decent. I will take them, thank you very much. But I would love to see a boss battle coming up soon now, because I'm kind of getting tired of this place. Hooray! This looks like a different environment. Let's do a save. And I'll follow the right wall once again. Okay, more treasure. Resurrection Elixir, Phoenix Ashes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Let's try going down the middle path. It leads us to more bad guys. And continuing down that path, there's a place to go down even further. So I will do that. And now, all of a sudden, there's like 8 directions to go. Let's start with the left side and then work our way slowly to the right. Oh, gosh. I'm going to follow the right wall, I suppose, in here. Although this is almost a dead end, it looks like. It's not almost a dead end. Lots of treasure chests. I don't want treasures, even if they are AP orbs, which are actually also useful to me. I just want to find my way out of here. If I were the developers of this game, which branch would I put the final boss on? Oh, there's Tellurian down here. Alright. What kind of Tellurian are you? Another Tellurian Elect. Alright, that should be fine. One hit punch. Kablam. Oh, you're not quite dead. Alright, but the thief finished him off. Great. And some people have leveled up, but not to particularly interesting levels. Alright. Alright, I found a way to walk out of this place near the bottom left, which is one of the first few directions that I went, and so hopefully this is actually going to be the path towards the end. Okay, after walking a needlessly long path, I found another Tellurian who wants to put me out of my misery. Fat chance on that. Let's do a 1-inch punch, and yeah, that should be good enough. We'll throw Annihilation in there just in case. 164,000, that should finish you off. Da-da-da-da! Tellurian Killer! But yeah, this place is just kind of winding back and forth very slowly. And yeah, at this point, I don't know that the length is adding anything, so I'll probably give the developers some feedback on this area. I will continue to use mining bombs and open chests to get Great Renewing Potion and Great Regen Potion. Those are decent. Alright, here's another Tellurian house. Interesting. Keen economic decisions. A full ambrosia. No, I don't want to trade. Thank you. Alright, so economics is orthogonal to friendship, I guess, for them or something, or sometimes more important. Don't know exactly. And yeah, this place just keeps going on and on. When will it end? Alright, here's another house or something. It's Tellurian. Alright, who wants to die? I'm happy to help him out with that. There we go. Kablam! You're dead, sir. Here's another Tellurian. He wants to die, and so I'll be happy to make that happen. Oops. There we go. 1-inch punch. Kablam! Alright, more experience for me. Alright, it seems that we're on like a lava waterfall here or something, so I have a feeling that we're getting close to the bottom. Oh, Master Miner. Neat. I actually got an Essence of the Phoenix in a previous mining bomb tunnel that I didn't even bother to show. And so there has been some good loot. And yeah, but the fact that the environment has changed here makes me think that we have reached the bottom, and so hopefully on the right-hand side of this... Oh no, there's still a way to climb down even further. Alrighty. Remains. Synthesize something for you. Interesting. Let's find out what he's going to synthesize. Let's say yes. Synthesize. Oh, okay! Now I can actually make Revivifying Hat regenerate 75 magic points per turn. Okay, I was criticizing them for giving me synthesis recipes without the opportunity to synthesize, and now we have the opportunity to synthesize. Okay, so I don't need a hat that regenerates magic points. Helm that increases defense, magic defense, and attack. Immortal helm. I can't remember if I even already have that. I might. Regenerative shield. Regenerates 3-point hit. That sounds something like it could be good. So let's make that. Let's make the immortal helm just in case. And then I think those are the only new things, probably. Were there any weapons? I don't think there were, but let me go take a look. The draining bow, the soul-stealing dagger, I see. It steals magic points, so that's not particularly useful to me. And monstrous axe increases attack power, but I wouldn't do well wielding an axe. Cursed sword inflicts all status effects. Okay, I think that's basically everything. So let's check out the helmet. I have a hermetic helm. I didn't even remember getting that. The immortal helm. Yeah, that looks like it's actually a good thing. I will put that on. And then unyielding shield versus, what did I get? Regenerative shield. Regenerates 300 hit points per turn, but it would not have as much defense or crit or magic defense, and so I don't think I'm actually going to use that one. Alright, but that was at least something different, and that got rid of one of the criticisms I had of this area. So I'm glad that I was bothering to read the text at that point, and see that that was going to be something different and something that was actually going to be worth our time. So let's continue. Hey, guess what? I found some more treasure. A lot of treasure. Interesting. Okay, so it even gives us remains of monsters. Oh, pile of recipes. Except for I didn't see what recipe I just got. Gosh darn it. And now that I just got a recipe, does that mean I want to go back to the synthesis guy to try to... Oh, Island Drifter. Okay, maybe we do get... And Bastion Ring? I don't remember if I've seen that before. Scholar Ring? These might be new. Bastion and Scholar. I will check out in just a moment. And then I'll have to go back to the recipe guy. Bastion and Scholar. Tell me about these rings. Scholar's Ring increases intelligence by 150. Wow. And Bastion increases defense by 150. Those are pretty amazing. And the Scholar Ring... I would probably have to change some things up if I wanted to use it, but that could be useful. I'm just going to make a note. Bastion and Scholar. I think I'll have to use those situationally, and so if there's like a boss battle or something, I might use those. And I do want to go back to the recipe guy. But before I do, let's see... Oh! There appears to be a puzzle here. Except for... I don't even know how we would start this puzzle. Because it doesn't seem like... That's weird. I'm going to go back to the recipe guy really quick, and then... What's up with that puzzle, then? Alright, I've returned to Synthesis Dude, and I'm hoping that I'm going to notice... I see. I have to pay him again just to have the option to synthesize again. So I got the... words. I got the achievement at the moment that I got that recipe. And so I didn't notice what recipe it was. And so I'm just hoping that I will notice, possibly. I didn't see it on the list. I think I'm actually going to go stop and review the video. And so let me save my game here and go check the video. Alright, so looking back at the video, it was the Everlasting Cloak. And so let me go find that. Increases preemption, agility, and defense. I see. I guess I'll make it because I can afford to. Just in case it's something that somehow I would use on the thief, but I really kind of doubt it. Equipment. And I guess that would go here, basically. Everlasting Cloak. It reduces defense, increases agility, magic defense, and preemption, and reduces crit relative to the unyielding shield. So yeah, I don't see myself using that. But at least now I know what it was. So that's good. And as for the puzzle that's there, all I can imagine is there's going to be like some other lever that gives me access to that puzzle. And so I'll try to remember that it's over to the left and come back that way if I find a lever that's going to open something. But basically it seemed like there were just spikes preventing me from entering that room right at the beginning. And so I'm not sure how else I could advance on that particular puzzle. Alright, reach the end of this screen. This place just keeps going. I'm following the right wall. At least we have kind of a change of scenery once again, which is kind of nice, I suppose. Oh, and a change of enemies. That's also nice. This is probably enough to kill these guys off. I feel like these are easier enemies, actually. So am I, like, climbing out of Mount Agni? Or maybe I'm making it up and these are not actually easier enemies and they just look like someone that I've forgotten about or something? Who knows? Let's see what kind of loot we get here. Oh, 10 Stygian Sludge. What does a Stygian Sludge even do? I don't immediately recognize that. Oh, it's a monster remain, so it's like used in a crafting recipe or something. Okay. It's not an item that I use in battle or a potion or something. And yet more treasure chests over there. If I happen to skip them, I would be okay with that. Gosh, this place is just huge. And it's huge and it feels, I don't know, kind of empty and unfulfilling in my opinion. Sapphire Dragon, I think that's a new enemy. Yeah, I feel like this enemy could, or sorry, this area could have been effective without being as ridiculously long as it is. But we'll see. Oh, look at this, more treasure chests. Oh, Mana Ring and Juggernaut Ring. Those are actually new rings, okay. You have my interest. Mana Ring increases magic points, I don't need that. And was it Giant Ring? Increases hit points by 200 points. I'm not sure that it was the Giant Ring, though. Was that the one I just got? I guess it probably was. They're at the bottom, and I don't recognize having had that before. Alright, those are interesting. But nothing that I really necessarily need. But yeah, again, that could be useful in certain situations. A Nectar and an Ambrosia. Alright. Okay, I found a way off of that screen. And yeah, this is starting to feel like an earlier area again or something. Never has a human strayed this deep into the Blessed Mountain. Elven Cretans invaded our home, but they were quickly decimated. It will be my pleasure to put an end to your journey. Oh, you think so? Oh, he's a noble. I see. Okay, so he's like a new tier of Tellurian. I have a feeling he still will not handle himself very well against the one-inch punch. Let's see. That plus a throat slit. Ooh, Sickness of the Spawn. Ooh, alright. He actually dealt some damage to me. Good job, Tellurian. You've shown me that it's possible for Tellurians to not be complete pushovers. I don't even need to do that. I can just do an attack. Yeah, and then guard, and the monk will finish him off. Alright, well, that was at least a little bit interesting. The monk gets up to level 140, but I don't think he has anything new. Just because things are getting a little bit harder, let's save in a new save slot again. Here's a Tellurian who looks kind of weird. He wants to trade for an Ambrosia. No thank you. Found more treasure. Kind of getting tired of the treasure here. Okay, lots of bombs that I'm never going to use. Like, I imagine, I guess like my white mage could use them maybe. Like, I really don't need to use those for damage. I have enough damage output out of other characters at this point. Alright, I reached a new environment. I see. I can walk on this, but I presume it's hurting me, so my black belt has 9,900 right now. And if I walk over here, 8694. Okay, so basically walking on the fire hurts you a little. So we have to be careful of that. Those keen of intellect may claim Asmodeus's treasures. Okay. How keen of intellect do I need to be? Those keen of intellect may claim Asmodeus treasures. I wonder if there was a way to solve the previous puzzle that I did not come up with. I'm trying pressing weird buttons in case that does something. I could try pressing against walls in case there's a hidden passage. Like, I'd like to think myself keen in intellect, but I am not seeing how to do this. Well, while I'm thinking about it for a moment, let's go ahead and cast a couple of heal 4s to get the party back up on hit points. Yeah, that's a shame. It seems like it's a puzzle that I don't know how to solve. I was thinking, like, can I cast a spell or something? But at this point, I've been playing for a couple of hours and I'm just kind of tired of this area. So I think we will just continue on and let those puzzles and treasures be. I can read about them in the game guide afterwards to figure out what I should have done. Okay. We are all very, very damaged after walking on all that fire. So let's heal back up. And this was a dead end anyway. Alright. So I wonder if it hurts you for like a percentage. Or maybe I just got lucky that nobody died at the end. Alright, so we'll go that way, and I'm just following the right wall, so now we'll try walking down here. And I wonder if there'll be random monster encounters in this area. I am kind of curious if this can kill me. 141 on the Warlock. Alright, it does just bring you down to 1. So let's assume there aren't... Okay, there are random monster encounters. And my guys are like on fire or something. Okay, that's interesting. This could definitely kill me. Let's try to be smart. Throat slit. I can attack you. Let's do a fast heal and hope that that will be enough to get out in front of not dying in here, basically. And Battle of Wits against you. And we'll take out 3 of the 5 enemies and hope that we can get some healing before we get hit. Maybe? Fast heal. Okay, great. So we have like 1,000 hit points apiece. Pitch Black Trident. Hardly hurts. Okay, that's fine. And... okay, these guys are doing whatever. Okay, and then I should just be able to use macro number 1 in order to finish these guys off, and then I can heal back up. Okay, so we do need to heal in case we get into random encounter battles. So we're learning things. And I think it's kind of cool how our guys are like lighting up on fire during this battle. So that's at least something a little bit, I don't know, out of the ordinary. So hooray for that. And I have enough hit points that I could survive right now. Let's just go over here and get some boring objects that we don't really need. And I guess we're headed down here next. Let's go ahead and heal back up. That's probably good enough for now. To last until we get over here. There's nothing here. I should have looked ahead. How about over here? There's also nothing here, but it's time to heal back up again. Okay, so this is a place where I'm actually going to be going through some magic points. But I have like 1,000,000 nectars, and nectars restore all of your magic points, and so I don't foresee this being a big deal in terms of the grind of slowly wearing down your hit points and magic points. So I'm not too worried about that. There's a Tellurian here. Before we talk to him, let's heal back up some. That's probably good enough. And what do you have to say? Alright, he just wants to kill me. And he's another Tellurian noble. Alright, fair enough. We will use our usual combat tactics against such monsters. 164,000, 1-inch punch. And the throat slit finishes him off. Hooray! Good for me. Killing bad guys like nobody's business. I think there were just treasure chests above me, and so I'm going to take a risk and not even bother going that way. And just try to find the way forward, because I'm really getting tired of this place. Alright, let's try going down this way. I'm not even going to bother going into the cave. The mining cave, or whatever it is. I need to heal back up once again. Alright, I can tell this is just going to be a bunch of treasure, but there's enough of it that I'm actually going to take a look. I see, it's just a bunch of bombs. Well, while I'm here, I'll grab it. But this was not worth my time. Alright, there's a Tellurian here who wants to trade. Resurrection elixir, no thank you. Alright, I managed to get off that screen. Oh boy, I guess I'm following the right wall still. Oh! Hulking Brute, Earthen Emperor. No, I have seen these guys before. Have I just seen them in the arena? I don't remember for sure. In any case, it's a new set of monsters for me to encounter here. I don't remember where I've seen these guys before off the top of my head. Actually, these might have been overworld, like Tier 1 or Tier 2 Mercenary Guild monsters that I had to kill. Possibly. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and just resave. If so... Oh, interesting. Return to the entrance. No thank you. I've traveled much too far to return to the entrance at this point. I wonder if this will be like more synthesis. A trade. Perfect SP orb. No thank you. Okay. At least the environment is a little bit new, and kind of the monsters are being mixed up, and so that's making it a little bit different again now. But yeah, like more of these potions and things, like I don't need this at this point. Just get me to the end. I'm tempted to look up the map and just start routing myself directly to the end. I'm not actually going to do that yet, but if this goes on for another hour, I might do this. I have no idea how I'm going to break up these episodes, because I'm doing this all in one sitting, but it's probably going to turn into 2 or 3 episodes, I'm guessing, to get through Mount Agni here. Alright, but enough of me complaining. Let me just continue fighting through all the monsters, doing all the things, to eventually get to the end. Aegis Sword and Aegis Staff. I can't remember if I must have an Aegis Sword, but I don't know that I've seen one of those in a while. So that's at least somewhat unique in terms of loot in a treasure chest. Titan Ring and Oceanic Ring. Okay, let's check out these rings. Titan and Oceanic. Titan, hit points 250%. Wow. And Oceanic magic points 250%. Let me write these down. Alright, there may be situational places where I might want to use those rings. But once again, the only situation like that's left in the game is like for the final boss, maybe. And so, yeah, it's the usual paradox of if you save the good loot for the end of the game, you never get a chance to use the good loot kind of thing. Recipe for Asmodeus's armor. So that suggests that there's going to be another synthesis place somewhere along the way. I'm kind of worried about that, because that means that there's probably still a long ways to go. I'm ready to be done now. Here's another Tellurian to fight. Tellurian Prime. Okay, that's interesting. So we have a new variation of these guys. So let's make sure I have all of my attacks ready. So that's hits for 130. Now we're up to like 150. And he's still alive. And he'll do Sickness of the Spawn and actually deal some damage. Good for you. Annihilation. Alright, he's still alive. Alright, good for him. I think these attacks will finish him off. Let's do a fast heal just in case I need it. And I guess an implosion would at least do a little bit more damage just in case I need it. I don't think that I do. Yeah, looks like I'm going to need the implosion, actually. I might not even finish him off. Okay, so this is a more difficult Tellurian. Unholy Power increases his defense. That probably was not a good strategy on his part. Because now I can probably finish him off with the Monk. Yeah. Alright, well, that was at least something a little bit different. Alright, I see a little house. I wonder if this is going to be synthesis? No. It's someone working on research who now wants to kill me. Alright, well, that's fine too. Let's do a fast heal because I'm not all the way up here, and we'll do an annihilation. Okay, so that was 130,000. That's like 155 damage that we've done to him so far, and it seems like these guys have like around 200 to 250,000 hit points. Sickness of the Spawn. Alright, I'm glad I did the healing. Yeah, I should be okay still. Alright. I managed to get to another screen, and now it's dark. I feel like that's probably a good thing. Let's do a save on slot 6 again. And of course, I don't like the darkness mechanic, so let's hope that I can find my way. And let's hope this place is not too large. I'm trying to follow the right wall. As it is, okay, there's just a Tellurian back here. It's just another guy to fight. Another Tellurian Prime. Alright, these guys are at least a challenge. Alright, there's another direction that I could go down here, having defeated that Tellurian. So where is this going to bring me? Hopefully not a dead end. Can't really tell because it's so dark. Ugh. And it's like just past noon, and so it's getting to be the time of day where there's the most glare on the monitor anyway, and so it's really hard to see if and where I'm going here. Okay, I found some treasure chests with AP orbs. And you know what? I've leveled up a bit, and so why don't I go ahead and... what should I increase? For these guys, I can increase their attacking power, I guess? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Should I throw it all in attack? Yeah. And for the white mage, I think I'll just give her a bunch of hit points. And for the black mage, I think it just makes sense to just pour it all into intelligence. Alright, so having just upgraded my characters, I'm curious to see... I guess he was already hitting hard enough to kill this guy, so that's not going to be a big deal, and I'm not going to be easily see what's going on there. The intelligence, this guy was hitting for like 50 or 60,000 with the magic attack that he's doing before Battle of Wits. Now it's 73,000, so that definitely has gone up, so he's become more powerful, which is a good thing. Found some treasures. Essence of the Phoenix, that's at least somewhat useful, and a full elixir, that's also useful. I might use those in some boss battles or things. Genius Ring and Fortress Ring. Let's see what those are. Genius and Fortress. Genius is intelligence plus 175. And Fortress is magic defense. Okay. Alright, I made it out of a room. Oh gosh, it brought me back up here. I'm going to go check the map, because I don't want to end up backtracking if I've done the wrong thing here, and I'm really tired of this area. Mount Agni, floor 15. It turns out I am making progress, and this is the last floor of the dungeon. But I had to go look it up in order to find that out. And I actually know a little bit about the layout of this floor of the dungeon, I think. Oh, I see. You have to hop across like that. I thought I had to walk through the lava again. Alright, so I guess I know less about the layout of this place than I thought. Okay, that looks like that's a dead end. So I guess we have to go up here. And it does look like there is going to be an Asmodeus boss battle at the end of this. And I'm definitely ready for that. Looks like we have a Tellurian. Let's do a quick save just in case. This guy just wants to kill me. And he's a Tellurian Prime. Alright, that's not a big deal. Alright, but where else could I go here? Oh, I guess I can go across here. That's what I failed to see before. And so let's see where we can go from here. Hopping across some lava pools. Like we're happy-go-lucky. A skip and a jump. And I want to follow the left wall or the right wall here. I don't remember from the map, so let's try following the left wall and see where it brings us. To some treasure chests. Which reminds me, I think we still haven't seen a synthesis station since we got Asmodeus's armor recipe. And so one would imagine and or hope that there will still be an opportunity for that. I'm going to specifically tell my guys who to attack, because I know some of them are better than others at attacking certain guys. You can just guard, and you can do a battle of wits against this guy. And so that should take out 3 of the 4 monsters, because you should be able to take him out. Oh, Throat Slit missed! Oh no! Thief! Alright, at least he evaded. So I feel like he did something good during the battle. And no hope on the monk. That was kind of unfortunate in terms of wearing down a lot of hit points. But I guess that's what happened. And so I guess now you need to do an armed robbery. You can just do a normal attack. You can do a fast heal in case that helps us, and you can do an annihilation. And this might go well to finish off this battle. But we got a little bit unlucky in this battle, so it's actually going to be slightly a challenge for a change of pace. But it looks like we're going to pull it off without anybody dying. Nope, the thief died. Alright. Well, that's the first time someone's died in the battle in a while. So I guess that's a nice change of pace. And so we will resurrect him. Alright, and continuing to explore. Looks like we're hopping and skipping and jumping across more lava, only to find dead ends. So yeah, there's a bit of this Mount Agni cavern that's just a waste of time. But it sounds like we're very near the end, and I'm curious to see what the Asmodeus boss battle will be like. And then I get the impression from having looked at the game strategy guide that it's the case that we will see like an alternate ending and an alternate final battle as a result of fighting Asmodeus and then going back into Black Cavern to defeat Mephistopheles or whatever his name is. And so there'll be kind of like more content in terms of like different, I don't know if it's going to be endgame cutscenes or different boss battle or exactly what's going to be different. But something will be different at the end of the game after we've finished this dungeon. And so there's still like something to look forward to even after that. While I'm just casually talking about some about the future of the game, we're getting owned here. Let's see. You should probably... I guess an armed robbery could still be good. I don't think you'll be able to kill either of these guys with that, though. Do you have anything else, any other skills that could possibly kill somebody? Nah, I guess you'll just do armed robbery. And you can attack this guy, and I think we'll be okay if I just do a fast life on the Black Mage. Now that there aren't as many enemies here to hit me, I should be in pretty good shape. This guy can still hit everybody pretty hard if he chooses to. But I don't think he could even kill anybody. And he just attacked one person anyway. Okay, so now we can finish off this particular battle. What was I saying? Before I got distracted by actually having to fight bad guys? Here's a Tellurian. I see. He wants a full remedy potion trade. No thank you. I was hoping he was going to be a synthesis guy. Although the previous synthesis guy was like in a little house. And so maybe we'll find another Tellurian who's in a little house who we'll be able to trade with, hopefully. Alright, there's a path off here. And herein resides Asmodeus, the wisest of the living, yet not the oldest. Fear ancient Pandemonium, who lurks among this treacherous corridor. Turn back, for if Pandemonium seizes you, not even noble Asmodeus can salvage your remains. Alright. That sounds like an opportunity to heal up and be ready for a random encounter that may be bad. And let's also do another save state. Yeah. Alright. Pandemonium. It might be the case that Pandemonium is just going to be like a boss who appears on the screen before we reach Asmodeus. And I never found the synthesis place to use the armor. But at this point I'm over it. And this is not, Pandemonium or anything. I'm curious, can I escape from this battle? No. Had to try it once. Alright, I had to walk for like 5 minutes and go through a bunch of battles to get here. I'm not completely all healed up, but I think I'm in good enough shape that I'm just going to go ahead and save. And this is Asmodeus. Never before has a mere mortal survived the descent through my realm. I hope the journey was arduous and painful. It was. It will make your pain all the more precious when I end your life and drink up your soul. Prepare to die. Alright.